Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channels, and this is same series of .NET Maui. So in the last session we learn how we can consume our API and show the data via over the API. Okay, so that is done. If you don't know about that, so definitely I'll recommend to you check out my YouTube channel and definitely go to that .NET Maui series. Okay, so in this session what we'll run, we'll learn like, okay, once we'll trying to achieve add functionality, like how we can add the data like from the .my application. So for example, okay, so what we'll achieve over here, just once you click add, so you will show that options, means you will get that form, like what is the title. So I am just putting some C1 just for example, actually example, like example author name is kkp and image url, whatever image url. Okay, and once you save, it will save to your API, call the API and show over here actually. See, so this will achieve in this session. Okay, so let's get started. Close that one and stop. What need to do first, we have to create, you know first we have to create a one page. Okay, so add page. So where is our pages? So this is views. Okay, so we will add our pages over here. So let me add page. Go to .NET MyView and open .contain page. Okay, let me call it add blog. Okay, this is add blog page. It's fine. Okay, this is sample HTML, so we'll replace this one actually. Okay, and also we have to create one view model. Okay, so let me create first that view model as well. Okay, because we have to bind that data in the XAML, that view model. So first we have to create that view model. So let me create, name it add blog view model. Okay, see, this is view model, make it to public. You don't know how we can create a view model, why it's creating, so check out my previous video in this session, in this series. So okay, and just inherit same as it is, whatever we done in previously. So done. Okay, so once it is done, okay, so what we required in this add block page, we record that model. Okay, that model, where is our model? Our model is here. Okay, so this model we have to bind over the here, so that we using actually MVVM, so model view controller, so that whatever data we add up means we update via the user, so that will get and will update. Okay, we not trying to okay every time here and there. So that's why we using MVVM. So let me get rid of this. Okay, get rid of this. First we have to reference our assembly over here. So just add that assembly first, and not X, it is BM. So but we have to reference of that view model. So where is our view model class? In this .NET assembly and this view models folder. So let .NET, let me find that net .NET assembly and check. This is view model, .NET.view model. Let's add this one. Okay, and finally x dot data type. Okay, where is our view model? Which one we want? This one, add view model. Okay, so this is done. Once it's done, then what need to do, we have to design actually that form. So how we can design that form? Let me, okay, let me run this form. Actually, once I run, so definitely we can live design our, we can live designing our form, so that we can make sure, okay, how's going on, how's looking, look like. So let me over here also, let me collapse side by side. Okay, so that we can check it actually. So this one, it's going to this side, and let me just bring this one. Okay, okay, this is fine. So this is our application, and if you go to add, okay, no, this is the old one, this is not our one. So let me build and run, deploy and run the application. And if I remove this one, so see, this is our one. Okay, okay, it is already running, so just run, continue, F5, F5. Okay, so this is our application. Okay, see, this is application. But first what need to do, we have to add our add some button over here. Okay, so how we can achieve, so that actually this is our list page, so we have to add button on the list page. So you have to go the list page main.yaml file. Here we have to add that add button. So how we can add that button, so let me bring this XAML code so that can show you. Okay, so let me copy paste it over here. Okay, see, this is very straightforward, state and forward as code, like shell dot title view. It is actually title view. Under this title view, what need to do, we have to just stack layout orientation be set as a horizontal, and thus expand, and then we put on some button. Okay, and in this button actually we have one command, and see, this button is available over here. But in this view model, main view model, we have to add this command. So go to your view model. Okay, here need to add one more command, so that we can go, once I click over here, so that command send call to our navigation. Actually it's called a navigation thing. So if you don't know how we can navigation, so definitely I'm recommend to go to my channel and see the previous video. Okay, so let me call it here, that method. Okay, so let me call, okay, this is that one, add block. Okay, so oh my god, so it should not work directly. Auto reload is not working every time. So let me explain, like how, what need to do. We need to just add a add block method. Okay, command. So let's command, and then find your page. Okay, go to async current shell.current, and then find your page. Once you click, so it will call and show that page, actually navigate this page. Okay, that is done. So just save it, stop it, and rerun again. Just stop this one. Where is that stop button? Okay, let me, yeah, this is the stop. Okay, and then finally run again, and so that we can go and bring that page. Okay, so let me run one more time. Just remove that all the debugger point. Remove, delete all debugger point. Let me open, continue. See, now is data is loaded, and also their add button. So once you click the add button, so see, nothing happened, just because just we have created one page, but we have not resolved any dependency. So we have to resolve the dependency as well. So let me resolve the dependency first, because when without resolve the dependency we can't open that page. So how we can resolve the dependency? Similar, we have to register our view model as well as page. So let me add singleton, add that add blog view model. This is one. Also register the page, whatever page, builder dot services dot add singleton, add blog page. Okay, so this is done. And one more thing, we have to register in our routing because we are using routing. So definitely we have to go to app shell, and here the place we have to routing actually. So just add the routing dot register route, and the name of add blog page. See, it is done. So this is sufficient. Now run the application once more time. The video could be take little bit long just because I'm going to step by step everything from the scratch. So definitely it will take a long time so that you can understand very well, right? So see once more time, and once you add, see the add page is over there, but there is nothing. Okay, so that is expectation. So let me side by side so that we can do the design. Okay, so see, go to HTML page, there's a nothing, that's why it's nothing populated. Okay, so what we have to do, we already reference our view model and pages. Now what need to do, we have to add some style. Okay, so first we have to add, see, we have to add and just save it. See, the title is already added. Okay, so I take as a frame. In this frame we add a control. Okay, so this is entry control. That means whatever user want to put, so we can put it down. Okay, so like this. See, the entry control actually allow to add the data input actually. So also there, see, this is cover everything from the pages. So what need to do, we have to some space and margin we have to record on the stack layout. So just add over here so that, see, now is o margin I spacing 10. Every control will space the 10 spacing, and also margin every side is 20 20 20. Okay, so this is one. Then another one we required description. So let's add the description as well. See, description also I use as a placeholder as a content, so you will see the content. Okay, and this is editor, so that it is entry, but it is editor control, it is a different control, so that we can add many stuff. Also we have to add that two property as well. Okay, so let me bring that one. Okay, and just save it. Okay, see, I added author and image URL as well. Okay, this is a big part actually for image one, because we not saving as a image URL like this, but yeah, there's a many things we have to do, that like upload, then get the URL, and finally save it to submission on that. So that will cover in later, because that could be a big session. So let me just make it simple. So this is done, and also we require two button, like one is save, whatever data we user input we have to save, and then cancel if you want to cancel or go back, so you go to previous list screen. Okay, so let's bring that button code as well. So let me add that button code. Okay, this simple. And what need to do, it is everything is done, nothing we have to do, but only just adding this two command in this our view model. Okay, this is our view model. So let me open our view model. See, as nothing. Also one more thing we have to do, we have to bind, actually we have to bind this object. So in the MVVM model we have to declare this block. Okay, so how we can do that, we can do very easily, we done already in previous session, but yeah, uh, that if you not aware, if you don't know that, so let me let me do it again. Okay, so we have to use now observable property, observable as observable property. Okay, and inside the observable property, what need to do, we have to add that blog, oh my god, only blog, and then pass it to just blog. Okay, that's it. Bring the namespace. Okay, so that we can get that blog. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. I think this is done for design purposes, so we don't required to run the application. Okay, so just add to over here. So something is asking to prefix, but yeah, not required. So yeah, this is done. Okay, and also we require this two command. Okay, so save command and go back command. So first write the go back command. Okay, so it is very straightforward command. So let me open that add block model. Okay, see, using that a relay command, inside the we pass the go back and just simply shell.current.go to async and passes the root directory so that it's go back to our root directory. This one command is done. Now second command is our that save command. So let me create that command. Instead wasting of time, just copy that code so that we can complete as soon as possible. Okay, so let me paste it over here. Yeah, I'm explaining. I will explain actually. Okay, so see, I create a save method and save, or also you can just use save or save command, up to you. But yeah, just make it simple. Like, put a save so that command automatically will bind once I using this attribute. Okay, so this using a save command, and in this save command what need to do, we have to call our API. Okay, in last session we actually show you how we can consuming our API and we can use that API. Okay, so that API part also we have to cover in this session, because we will directly post into our API. Okay, not in the local memory. Okay, so how we can do that, then we need to call, we create a constructor so that we can inject constructor ctur and double tab. Just use that your service iblock service, and iblock service just injected and declare as a property. Okay, so this is done, and once it's done, just call this iblock service and call it to that post method, and we have to create this method as well. So let me go to block service. Okay, you have to create that method. So how we can create that method, instead of wasting up time writing a code, let me get that code, because I already explained how we can achieve our uh, consuming the API everything. So I'm not going to go the details. Yeah, but yeah, I'll explaining how we can post our data to our API. So it is straightforward some code. Like, see, I create a method and pass a URI and whatever model we will get from that here in our view model. Okay, so this object will get from you view model whatever user will enter. Okay, and we pass it over here, and we just serialize that object so that we can make as a serialization, and we can pass it to actually to we can pass it to a string contain, and that is required actually this string contains record the whatever data you want, just pass as a string, as well as that whatever format actually. So we want a JSON format, so that's why we this serialize and just pass it over here. Okay, this is content, and this content we have to use http client and use that post method, and this post method actually required this. See, is a two method. Okay, with two parameter, like request URI and HTTP content. Okay, so I create already HTTP content. So this is HTTP content, we pass it over here and then pass it to URL, and same things we have to check the whatever response we get it, like this is success or not. If it is success, so just return true. If it is not success, so it is false, means it is returning like that, and finally it false. Okay, and same thing we have to create in our interface, so that we can call our interface. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so this is done. Now go move it to add block model and see, this is method already called, this is done and it is created. So this one, if it is created, so go back to our no list page. If it is not, then it will put it some error. Okay, so as of now I'm not going to complex, so let me add this property also. So how we can create, so it is just storing the the error message, whatever error getting while success or fail. Okay, that's it, nothing else. So let me observable property and pass it to this to change it to this as a string. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that's it. I think that is done. And yes, let me build and yeah, build the solution. Okay, it is failing somewhere, might be some issue. Let me figuring out what is the issue, we'll fix it. Okay, somewhere author was not a property. Okay, so yeah, I think we have not using, because our API support author, but I think in .NET MAUI we forget to add that author property. Okay, so let me add that author. Okay, so let me add author. So it is just additional stuff, but you don't worry about that. You can take whatever property in your API, so that will work for that site. Okay, so let me build again one more time. Okay, it is again failing. Why this time failing? It is saying save command is not there. Save command. Okay, so this is not right actually. So if you remove this one, so definitely you will get the command. Okay, so check, see, this command is already there in this whatever view model you use, so that will show and actually IntelliSense is showing whatever its command available. So this command is available, so just put is the right command. Okay, let me build one more time. Okay, this time is success. Let me run and see whatever functionality we trying to achieve, that is done or not. Is there any issue? Definitely we will figuring out. Okay, so it is deploy and just trying to add and put some fake data like test 123 contain is a test content. Okay, and author is like AKP and image is fake image URI. Okay, so let me save first. Okay, and check it is saving or not. Okay, once you click, I think we have to put some debugger point, so that we can make sure it is perfectly save or not. Okay, so I think some issue, because if it's not issue, so definitely it will success. So let me debugging where is the issue. Okay, so let me debug here first. Okay, one thing we miss actually, we miss one part, that's why it's not calling, I think, over here. So let me check it's calling here or not. Yeah, see, the command is not calling just because stop these things. Okay, one more thing's actually be missing. So if you add block page, okay, so it is code behind file, we are nothing use that view model, so we have to bind that data context actually here, the this page. So how we can do that? Simply add blog page view model. Okay, so this is that blog page model. Just bind. Okay, create or assign that property. Okay, simply what need to do, just bind this property. So bind context, binding context. See, that's it. This we have to, so that actually our page binding context dot view model, then that view model will fired on, will work actually. So let me run one more time. This time I hopefully should work. So many challenges we actually will face while developing. So that's why I'm doing everything, will not is skipping any part of that. Okay, so let me add one more time. Let me get, okay, uh, it is Angular. Suppose I add Angular and contain is new content, and then author is kkp, fake URL, and then finally save. Okay, see, now the command is fired. Okay, and then check it is properly created or not. So let me see, it is false. That means some issue. Okay, so what is that issue? Let me figuring out. Okay, so let me fire one more time, and this time go to our implementation. What is going on, what is happening over here? Let me check. See, and go to debug, F10, F10, F10. So see, our blog object is nothing. Whatever blog object getting, that is not actually we are getting actually, that's why it's failing. So let me figuring out where we missing actually that blog object. So this is blog object, and this block object. Okay, yes, one thing we have to initialize actually this block object, because first time when is populating, so we have to initialize, because this always it is null. If it directly assigned, so it is null. So what need to do, just stop your application and blog whatever you just created this property. So this is allowing to this, actually it is a blog, and then finally you need to initialize. So that initialize, that done. Then once it's initialized, definitely your MVVM is trying to bind all the property whatever user input. Okay, so let me run one more time, final time I guess. So hopefully this time should work. Okay, so like final test, and then final content, and then author kkp, fake image. Okay, save it, then F10, 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 F10. This time check. See, our object is there. So previously it was not there, that's why it's failing. So let me call the client, http client. Let me see, yeah, 201, it is saved successfully. Also it is saying true, and then save. Okay, see, go back and see, this is all there. Also you can make sure, if you go to our API, you will get those data whatever we added. Okay, so see, final test we added, so it is there. Okay, so that is enough for this session. Next session, like we'll actually trying to delete over the swap, and once it's swap, so we'll able to see the option, delete and edit option. So definitely we'll achieve everything one by one. So till now watching, keep watching. Thank you, have a nice day.